Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, as you all very well know, yesterday was Halloween, and there were several mass shootings across the country. A time where people party and dress up and eat candy or whatever it is they do. Apple cider, candy corn, whatever the hell. People still have a need for incessant violence, especially ninjas that can't find their way sometimes. I'm going to talk about a story that happened in wee hours of the morning last night, Halloween, the night of Halloween, in Orlando, Florida, in which a 17-year-old kid decided it was a good idea to let the gun go and shoot right in front of the police, and then try to run while they're standing there looking at him with their guns on him. He was caught. 2 people are dead, folks. 2 people, 8 other people injured. This young guy, and they'll tell you his name, has 2 murder charges and, what they say, multiple attempted murder charges. All for what? And then look at the background of what they talk about, a little bit about his background, what's been going on with him before he got arrested. Take a look.
2 people are dead and 6 others are injured after a gunman opened fire in 2 separate locations in downtown Orlando, Florida, early Friday morning. Police say a 17-year-old suspect was arrested. Orlando Police Chief Eric Smith provided an update on the shooter earlier today.
He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm and 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder with a firearm. The 9 victims range from 18 to 39 years old with various injuries. 2 victims were shot in the leg, 1 victim was shot in the foot, 1 victim was shot in the hand.
CBS News national correspondent Manuel Bojorquez is in Orlando now. Mandy, what do we know so far about the shooting?
Well, we know that 2 people are dead, as you mentioned, 6 injured, and that there were thousands of people at that Halloween event. And in fact, just a short time ago, the mayor of Orlando said he was issuing an emergency due to the violence here in the city, issuing a curfew from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. and said that alcohol sales would end around midnight. After what happened in the very early hours this morning, they don't want to repeat because they are expecting crowds to gather again at those bars and restaurants in the downtown area. I just spoke with a witness who was there, said she had just stepped outside of one of those nightclubs, was going to go home when she heard a pop. She says everyone just froze because they didn't know exactly what it was. When they heard more popping noises, that's when people started to flee. And she said she was trying to help people off the ground who were being trampled. That's the amount of panic that set in. And you have to remember that this 17-year-old who police say, who they allege is the gunman, knew that there were dozens of police officers around in the area. So definitely a brazen attack at this point. We're still waiting to hear what a motive might be.
Manny, when are we expected to hear another update from law enforcement?
Well, the mayor, I believe, is still speaking, and we're not at this point sure that the police department will have another news conference. So the next we may learn about this suspect may come through the legal channels, through the courts. We do know that, again, 17 years old would be a minor, but there was talk earlier among police that he would be charged as an adult.
Live in studio now to talk about that. Mike, I was just blown away when I heard the person that they say is responsible for these 2 shootings is just 17 years old.
Unbelievable. I've got kids around that age and you just can't comprehend it. Right now, Jalen Edgar is being held in custody on 2 counts of first-degree murder and 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Earlier today, Orlando police shared this video of Edgar being walked out of police headquarters and placed into a patrol car, presumably en route to the juvenile detention center, since, again, he's only 17 years old. This is the 2nd time Edgar's been arrested in just the past year. Last December, Orange County deputies say they stopped the teen while he was driving a stolen car. Now, juvenile court records are confidential, so we don't know the outcome of that grand theft auto case. We're told Edgar was enrolled in Orange County Public Schools for elementary and middle school, but not high school. We still don't know yet where he might have been attending school recently. Now, Orlando police say that Edgar is not talking to them, so they do not know yet where he may have gotten the gun used in this morning's shooting or why he allegedly did it. Ginger.
Guys, that's the story of this guy, Jalen Edgar, 17 years old, monster in the streets, and dumb as all hell. He shot the gun, shot somebody in the head right there. Did you see the red circle around him? Right next to the police cars, near the barrier at the end of the block. Then, in the hysteria, falls on the ground, gets up, tries to run, gun in his hand still. The police got their guns out on him, and they catch him. They catch him. I'm gonna tell you something. You cannot tell me that in the black community, there is a certain level of hate that some of us have for one another to where it overrides all conscious thought. We're eating each other alive out here. But when you speak about it, you the bad guy. I don't want to see nobody do bad in life. Don't matter if they look like me or not. Nowadays, these kids, you see them, they all look the same. Crazy, unkept hair. They look like people don't care about them. And a lot of times they don't. Because nowadays, with the influence of the street, kids just do what they want to do. And when it ain't fathers in the home sometimes, to rival them as they get bigger, because he's a tall boy, they run him up and do what they want. Whether in the house or in the street. Said he ain't got no high school record. They can't find no record of high school that he's attached to. Think about that, man. Think about that. You know how many kids don't finish high school or don't even go to school nowadays? Like, I mean, just the truancy. Like, they don't do truancy like they used to back in the day. Like, when I was younger, now you don't go to school. They'll try to call your parents, and after a while, they see that the parents don't show up and the parents ain't active, and the parents sometimes cuss them out when they try to tell them what's wrong by doing their job and saying, hey, your kid's not here. It's just like, okay, going with the wind. And it's sad. 2 counts of murder. Shot somebody in the head right in front of the police. That don't make you gangster, that make you an idiot, demonic, a fool. 7 counts of attempted murder. Shot twice to hit 2 people, and then the rest of the people got shot in the legs and the feet. Think about that. Earlier this year, stolen car. It's on probation. And this is what he do. Street beef's a street beef. Gotta let it be known. You'll let that thing off. No matter who's around. I told you, the justice system needs a revamping, and so does the punishments. As he's 17 years old, they'll have him in juvenile, right? Detention. They're not worrying about it. I guarantee you his birthday coming up within the next 6 months, which he'll be in jail. And then by the time this case get caught up, they'll charge him as an adult. That's why they didn't say nothing about charging him as an adult. He set himself up for failure. Jail's nothing new to him because he's been locked up before. You think about that. A lot of times people get locked up. People that are in the street doing this type of stuff, they know any and everybody. So when they locked up, it's not like they're alone because their friends are in there too. I want you to think about that. Their friends are in there too. That was amazing to me. You know, I would be in jail with these younger kids. I'd see them. Then next thing you know, boom, 2 or 3 of their friends come. Oh yeah, he's from my block. Oh, he's like, yeah, we grew up together. Then all of a sudden, 6, 7 more, 8 more come from the same block. Next thing you know, all the young kids on that same block is in jail with me. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Look at this. I wrote this part. He won't talk. Killed 2 people. Probably wasn't even your intended targets. And you won't talk. Injured multiple other people. Got a ton of time hanging over your head and you ain't gonna talk. What give these people the right to do this type of stuff without giving no explanation once they caught in the act? That's the thing. He won't say nothing. So, okay, you can just go over there and sit in a place you're used to being. It's not real punishment. And it's heartbreaking. 2 people are dead. 2 people are dead. All because of hate. Everybody used to use that thing, oh, you hating on me, you this, you that. And now people really hating for real. You see the hate manifested in physical form against each other. The world is crazy right now. And there's not going to be any type of talking or any type of kumbaya to stop this. We have to change the judicial system and give extreme punishments to those that give the law and the judicial system, as of now, the middle finger, because ain't nobody scared of getting locked up no more, because it's what you're used to. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace to the fall, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.